Yes, I did, actually. She's a practical person. She's a down-to-earth person. She's very, very smart, very astute, and she knows her craft.
What if one of Hollywood's biggest stars looked back at a film and wished he could erase it from his career? Harrison Ford, the legendary face of Indiana Jones and Han Solo, has one 1982 movie he deeply regrets. And the reason behind it? It all comes down to one person, her. Stay with us, because this story reveals a side of Harrison Ford you've never heard before. The film that didn't go as planned. In 1982, Harrison Ford took a bold step away from his well-known heroic roles to star in Blade Runner, a film unlike anything he had done before. Known for the adventurous Han Solo and the fearless Indiana Jones, Ford was ready to challenge himself with a darker, more complex character. But what awaited him on set was far from easy. Blade Runner was a vision of the future, unlike any movie seen before. The mood was heavy, the world bleak and dystopian, and the story filled with questions about humanity and identity. Ford played Rick Deckard, a morally ambiguous Blade Runner, tasked with hunting rogue androids. Unlike his usual charming and confident heroes, Deckard was conflicted and distant, a role that demanded a different kind of performance. From the start, Ford found the experience frustrating. The atmosphere on set was tense. Director Ridley Scott's vision was strict and intense, and Ford often felt disconnected from the character he was supposed to bring to life. The film's complex themes and slow pacing contrasted sharply with the action-packed movies Ford was known for. This made it hard for him to fully embrace the role. Additionally, the production itself was grueling. Long hours, complicated special effects, and a script that was frequently changing added to the pressure. Ford later admitted that filming Blade Runner was one of the most challenging experiences of his career. Despite the film's later success, at the time, Ford struggled with doubts. He wondered if the project would damage his career or if audiences would reject this new, darker version of him. This doubt grew quietly during the shoot, laying the groundwork for regret that would follow. The woman who changed everything. While Harrison Ford wrestled with the challenges of Blade Runner, another complication made the experience even harder: his difficult relationship with co-star Sean Young. She played Rachel, a key character who blurred the lines between human and machine. Her role was vital to the story, and her chemistry with Ford was supposed to be central to the film's emotional impact. But behind the scenes, the connection between Ford and Young was strained. Reports from the set suggest clashes over acting styles and differing approaches to their roles. Ford, a seasoned actor by then, was navigating his own frustrations with the film, while Young, relatively new to Hollywood, was trying to establish herself in a high-pressure environment. The tension affected their ability to build on-screen chemistry, creating awkwardness that was noticeable during filming. Ford later reflected that the experience left a sour taste, turning what should have been a rewarding challenge into a difficult and draining ordeal. This personal conflict didn't just stay on set. Ford's regret over the film is tied closely to the emotional toll the troubled relationship took on him. It wasn't simply the movie's mixed reviews or the demanding production. It was the memory of the strain, especially involving Sean Young, that made him look back on Blade Runner with hesitation. For Harrison Ford, Blade Runner became more than just a complex sci-fi film. It became a reminder of how even the brightest projects can be clouded by personal struggles, and how one person's presence can change everything. Moving on and looking back. Despite the challenges during filming, Blade Runner gradually found its place in cinematic history. Though it struggled at the box office initially, the film's unique vision and complex themes earned it a devoted following over the years. Critics and fans began to appreciate the depth of its storytelling, and Harrison Ford's portrayal of Rick Deckard took on new meaning as audiences re-examined the film. For Ford, however, the experience remains complicated. He rarely speaks openly about Blade Runner, and when he does, it's clear that his feelings are mixed. The regret is not about the movie's eventual success, but the difficult journey it took to get there. The emotional strain from the tense relationship with Sean Young and the grueling production process left a lasting mark. This chapter in Ford's career is a reminder that even the most celebrated actors face moments they wish they could change. Success on screen doesn't erase the personal struggles behind the scenes. The film that could have been a proud highlight instead became a cautionary tale about the realities of making movies under pressure. Still, Ford moved forward, building on his legacy with new roles and successes. He turned the pain and frustration into fuel for his craft. His story shows that even regrets can lead to growth and resilience. And for fans, it adds a layer of humanity to a beloved star who, like everyone else, has had to navigate challenges both on and off the screen. Harrison Ford's story shows us that even legends face moments they wish they could change. Blade Runner remains a landmark film, but for Ford, it's also a reminder of the personal challenges behind the scenes. If you found this story surprising, hit like and subscribe for more inside looks at Hollywood's untold tales. Share your thoughts below. What's your favorite Harrison Ford film? Stay tuned for our next video where we uncover more unexpected stories from the stars you love.